365 days ago, this is what my life looked like. And this is what it looks like today. In this video, I'm going to explain my journey of how I went from working full-time as a laborer, as well as having 2 other jobs on the side, doing 60, 70 hours a week of work, to now, just 1 year later, working completely online, on track to make another 10K this month and traveling through Southeast Asia with some level of financial freedom and a massive, massive level of location freedom. Now, as well, the reason I am making this video is because on Instagram, I've been a lot more public lately, I guess, and sharing my journey. And obviously, over the last month and a half, 2 months, yes, I've had the results I was looking for in online business and remote sales. And it looks like it happened very quickly and very easily. The reason I'm sharing this is because my journey has been of ups and downs and ups and downs. And that's why I'm sharing it. I didn't just get to this point here where I'm doing okay through just pure ease. Okay, it was a hard journey, and that's what I'm about to share with you. Now, 1 year ago today, I was working 3 jobs. One was as a labourer, one was as a soccer referee or football referee, and one was as a semi-professional footballer / soccer player. Okay, so I was doing over 60 hours a week when you combine all these jobs. I was pretty much working every single day besides Sundays during winter. So my only day off during winter was Sundays. During summer, I was working every single day of the week. I was leaving home at around 6 o'clock in the morning or just after 6 o'clock in the morning for my labourer job. I would then go from my labourer job straight to soccer or football training and then get home at about 8 o'clock. On days that I didn't have football training, I would go from my labour job to the gym, get changed there, go to the gym, and then from there I'd go to my football refereeing job and then get home after 8 o'clock. So I was doing like 6 to 8 in terms of when I would leave home and getting home. So long hours, long days, many days a week. For my labour job as well, it was in an agricultural company. So if anyone knows anything about like farming and grain and the dust involved and the environmental side effects of working around grain and dust, my lungs were absolutely fucked, okay? I ended up being asthmatic for a year. I had a puffer on me all the time. I was taking an anti-asthma thing every morning to stop my lungs from closing in so I could actually breathe properly. I was on a shovel most days, or I was picking up heavy shit, or I was blowing dust around in a shed environment. Okay, so physically, this job here was absolutely fucked. Okay, I do not say it lightly. Like, there is being a labourer and lifting heavy shit, okay, and then there is doing agricultural, industrial cleaning work. And that's where I was, like horrible stuff. And then also as well, in this job, I had a boss who was breathing down my neck constantly, always on my ass about a certain way I cleaned something or a certain way I shoveled or going to the bathroom or anything I did, this guy was on my ass. If I could go back now, I would tell him to fuck off. Now that I have the level of freedom I do, I would just tell him to fuck off and I'd stop working there. But 365 days ago, I didn't have the level of thinking or the mindset I do now on freedom and autonomy. So I just kind of dealt with it and put up with it. And what this meant for me is showing up to work each day when I combine the physical side of stuff, when I combine the impact on my lungs, when I combine having to deal with a boss, having to be around people I didn't really enjoy being around. Showing up each day was mind-numbing, to put it lightly. I remember driving to work, being completely numb, parking the car, going to the lunchroom, putting my bag down and having to walk across to the boss's office every single day and just feeling nothing, okay? I was, not depressed is not the word, but just feeling nothing, like I was just kind of in some type of hamster wheel, showing up each day, doing what I needed to do to get to my goals at that point in time, which was with building wealth through real estate investing, because the education I was learning at that time was about financial literacy and building wealth through real estate. So I was doing what I needed to do to get to my goals and making the sacrifices necessary. But in doing that, I was very numb and very, very sick of it already, not even 12 months into that path. Now, what happened for me to change my situation? I went to Bali about 12 months ago, 13 months ago now. Okay, so just over 365 days ago. I went there with some mates. We went to Canggu, Bali, okay, a part of the island where there is a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of digital nomads. And we met a couple people who were not too bright, they were pretty normal people, and when they asked us what we do, and we told them that we do normal jobs in person, not online, they pretty much said to us, like, what the heck, you don't work online, like, what the hell? And in that moment right there, myself and my mates were like, wow, like, this is something we need to do, this is normal. Prior to that, everything I'd seen online was just BizOp and online guru looking stuff, which prior to my education now, I thought that was quite scammy. Obviously now I know it's not, but that just made me realize that it was normal to make money online. And it was something that the typical person, the normal person can do. And it was something I needed to do at that very moment and make a change. So what I did from there, I started a business whilst still working 2 of my jobs at that time. For about a month after I got back from Bali, I was working during the day as a labourer and then working as a referee on Wednesdays and Sunday nights. On Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, I was working on the business, cold calling, and just trying to build a business. Okay, I didn't know what I was doing, but I was trying. Okay, and I was putting in the effort, I was taking action, I was doing a long day at work and then coming home and trying to build a business. And then also go to the gym after trying to build a business. A pretty hectic schedule at this point in time. And then the best thing ever happened. Okay, that year, like last year, start of the year, I ended up tearing my meniscus. I didn't get a scan on it for the whole year until I got back after Bali because my knee was still fucked. I got that scan back and it turned out I needed surgery. So as a labourer, I can't work if my knee doesn't work, and it meant I had to have time off work. And this was the best thing that ever happened to me because it gave me time to try build this business. During this time here, instead of sitting on my ass, doing rehab, making excuses that I couldn't get up off the couch, I spent my time cold calling. I spent my time learning how to run ads. I spent my time learning about marketing and sales funnels and all this stuff with business. And what this meant is through my raw action and my sheer determination to make money online, I ended up getting my first client through cold calling. And my first client paid me $500 on Stripe. I still remember the sales call. If I went back to that sales call and actually listened to it now, I would cringe at the process I was probably running, if I even was running a process. But all that mattered was I got my first $500 online, and that first $500 that came into that Stripe account was the moment my life changed. From there, I signed one more client as well for $750. Okay, so I made about $1,500 online when I take into account a monthly recurring service that I still fulfill to this day for these clients. But beyond that $1,500, I did struggle. Okay, I was cold calling every day. I didn't know how to cold call. I was booking some appointments and then the show rate was absolutely fucked. And then if I did get them onto the sales call, I didn't know how to sell either. Okay, so to put it very lightly, I was struggling like crazy. While I was trying to build this business, it was tough. I had many days where I doubted what I was doing, how I was doing it, why it wasn't working, if I made the right decision to stop working full-time pursuing real estate to pursue business building. It was tough. From there, I realized the main thing I was struggling with massively was sales. And I made the best decision ever at that point in time, which was to invest in my first mentor. Okay, I found my mentor Connor on YouTube, seemed like a very chill guy, Australian guy. I found some of his content and I decided I wanted to go all in on this skill of sales and get really good at sales before I ever go back into my own business and try to start building my own business. And through this one investment, this made me realize how much of a shortcut getting a mentor is. Okay, when I tried building my business, I didn't have a mentor. It was just me in the school of YouTube, grinding it out, trying to make something work. Me paying Connor and getting access to his information and having a blueprint there to get the results I was looking for made me realize for everything I ever do in the future that I want success in, whether that's personal branding, whether that's building an education company, whether that's investing in real estate, whether that's investing in crypto, I will never ever do it without a mentor ever again. From there, after I invested in my first mentor, I grinded the fuck out of what I was taught to apply in remote sales. Okay, I jumped on one offer, I made fuck all money with this offer, but it opened my eyes to what is possible with remote sales and also online business as well. And this is because I saw the entire back end of a $3 million a year agency. Okay, this agency was doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in monthly recurring revenue. And it's opened my eyes, but within this 3 to 4 month period, I didn't make much money. Okay, and once again, as I was building my own agency and had those low points where I doubted what I was doing, during this period here, I doubted what I was doing. I doubted my decision to get into remote sales. Not much money was coming in. I was going through savings that I was sitting on. I had a lot of savings, but I was still burning through savings with no income. And yeah, I was, I guess, regretting my decision to stop pursuing real estate and working and having earned income. I was regretting that decision to step out of that field and go into the online space. So once again, very tough period, and I knew something had to change, and I decided it was the offer I was on. Okay, the money I was making on the offer wasn't enough, so I decided to change offer. And this is where the most change happened so far in my journey. the new offer I jumped on with, I had an incredible sales manager, Brody. I don't know if he watches my channel, but Brody from Adelaide as well. He's in Gold Coast now, but he understood me really well, understood my mindset, my limiting beliefs, because he was from Adelaide and he walked the exact path I was about to walk. He understood the environment I'd come from, the way of thinking, the things holding me back. And this guy here genuinely has changed the trajectory of where I'm going in my life, from a mindset perspective, from overcoming limiting beliefs, from where I'm going to go and end up success-wise as well. This guy changed everything. So because of this guy and because of the offer change, I was able to make my first $10,000 per month online. Okay, so I was able to do $114,000 cash collected, I believe it was, in 1 month, meaning I got paid $11.4 thousand in commissions. I was able to make consistent months where I was making income online as well. And this meant here I was able to move to Southeast Asia and have a fully remote income taking care of my life. And that's why I'm in Southeast Asia now. So as you can see so far, I had the high points of going to Bali. I had the low points of cold calling after work and doing long hours. I had the high point of getting that first Stripe payment. I had the low point of not knowing how to sell with my offer and run a business. I had the high point of finding a mentor. I had the low point of the last offer I was on and not making much money. And now I've had the high point of making 10K per month and moving to Southeast Asia. Well, guess what? There's another low point. Once I got to Southeast Asia, the offer I was on went to shit. The offer owner cracked the shits with the sales agency I was working with, and this meant I had no leads, no income, not much money coming in. And even though I have savings to take care of me for ages, with a lack of income, I went straight back into the mindset of scarcity and negativity and retracting and trying to be scarce for my money rather than create. And this was another low point. I know from the outside looking in on Instagram and YouTube, it may not look like I was going through a low point, but trust me, when you don't have income coming in after you've just made tens of thousands of dollars online and you're feeling like a man and you have a level of financial freedom and then you have to go back to having no income, trust me, okay, this was a low point. I was feeling very scarce, feeling very, very vulnerable in my situation, even though money was fine, but for some reason for me, having a lack of money coming in for some reason controls me a lot, which is something I probably need to work on. But yeah, during this period here, very scarce, very, very negative, and I needed to do something. I needed to find an offer to get me back to 10K a month. Then within a week of burning the boats with that offer I was previously on, I got my commissions paid out, which was about $2,800 for that month. I got my commissions paid out. I found a new offer within a week. And then within the first 2 weeks on that offer, I've already made over $5,000 in commissions. Okay, I'm already on track for my first 10K a month. On the first month on this new offer, I'm currently in Koh Samui after having a month in Bangkok and an incredible time there. I'm pretty much as free as anything. Money's good right now. I've got good savings. I've got commissions owed to me. I've got money owed to me by a couple people as well. So money's good, life's good, freedom's good. And then also as well, I'm full of confidence in my skill set with sales, my ability to help people commit to change, my ability to not run out of money as well, which is always a good thing. And also as well, my future in entrepreneurship. I have a lot of opportunities that have come to me recently in sales and business as well, which is exciting stuff. And I'm back on one of the high trajectories. Even though the last week has been a bit slow because I've been a bit sick and stuff, I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I'm back in one of those high states. So it's been like this the entire time, highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows. And yes, right now I'm on a high, but I know another low is probably around the corner. There'll probably be something that happens. God knows what it is yet, but I'm aware it's coming, and we'll see what bridge I have to cross and what lesson I have to learn when we get to that. So you can see 365 days ago, I was on a job site working 3 jobs, and then today I'm in Koh Samui. I've made $5,000 in the last 2 weeks, completely online. I'm on track to make 10K this month, and I have freedom. Okay, so 1 year of doubts, 1 year of struggle, 1 year of limiting beliefs, 1 year of learnings, 1 year of mindset shifts, 1 year of overcoming limiting beliefs, 1 year of making some good money, 1 year of not making much money at points in time, and I've gotten to where I am now. Okay, so yes, you're seeing the final destination of what I've been able to do so far and where I've gotten to. But I went through a lot of shit during this last 365 days. It has not been easy at all. I mark my words, if you want to walk this path, be ready for it. Okay, you've got to have some level of thick skin and be ready for it. But if you have a strong why and a strong enough reason you're doing this, I believe any person with a strong enough why can bear almost anyhow, and that's why I've been able to get through this. So that's been my story over the last 365 days. The next 365 days, I'm gonna make a fuck ton of money. I'm gonna be much more competent person in remote sales, much more competent person in business, much more competent person in terms of my network and my beliefs and how I can help people commit to change. And I'm excited for the highs and the lows that are gonna come with that and the lessons I'm gonna learn. And in 12 months' time, I will make another video like this, seeing what the journey has led me to and the path I've walked and what my life looks like at that point in time.